hello there and welcome to Ívar's Fly Workshop. Welcome to my channel. And today we are tying a really simple nymph edition of the Peter Ross. This is a nymph version which a friend of mine introduced me to many years back. And he suggested to use a black UNI thread for it. 8.0, and a special one is a hook because it's a FW500 number 12. It's a dryfly hook, even though it's a nymph, but he suggested that the wire of the hook must not be too thick. So we'll just follow his instructions. He was actually my mentor in fly fishing. The part of the body, or the rear part of the body, is made out of silver tinsel. You can both use, like I'm using a holographic silver tinsel or just the regular one, just a regular UNI tinsel. It comes out on the same. So we attach the tinsel down to the hook shank and then we wrap it around like this. It's like I said, it's a really simple pattern, and it's a really effective pattern when it comes to fishing, especially in the springtime here in Iceland. And we lock it in with our thread just half the way to the hook eye or about. And then we grab ourselves an UNI wire or an oval tinsel. It actually does the same. I'm using an oval there, and we attach that down and get that to the spring just to keep it there. Snip off the butt of the oval tinsel, and then we take 2 strands of red aurora yarn. It's either 2 or 3, depends on how thick you want your front part of the body or the thorax of the fly to be. And I take 2 strands. It depends on the size of the hook. Sometimes if I'm tying it smaller, down to 16 or 18, I'm using only 1 strand of the aurora yarn. But the benefits of the aurora yarn is that it's cheap. You can kind of get it everywhere, and it comes in 6 strands. So 1 strand is made out of 6 smaller strands, and you can really just divide them if you like, and they're super strong. That's a fact. You can really put some tension on it and it's not gonna break so easily. That's why, like, this aurora yarn has been or become like a really popular material here in Iceland as an alternative material to tie flies with. And next step would be the oval tinsel, and we have to wrap that around 2 or 3 times. It's like 2.5 times I'm doing. You could use like a small instead of medium, and then you can wrap it 3 times. It doesn't matter. The fly is gonna catch you some fish. And for the wing, we are using a teal flank. It's just the Mylar classic. Comes in a Veniard bag. It's good variety. And we just take like 1/3 of the feather, just rip it off the stem like this, peel the down away, and then we form our wing there, and just get it to be like a compact wing. Then we trim off the tag end and place our wing in place, and we have to build up with the thread like a little bit of like a platform for the wing, so it's not sticking out in 45-degree angle or even 90-degree angle. We don't want that, but it's okay if it sticks out a bit, but not too much. Therefore we have to tie in a platform. Then we just tie in the head, and we have to do that like carefully and tight. And there's our wing. And trim off this stuff which is on the side, and then you chop down the wing like this. It's only just like a little piece, cutted wing. And this guy who taught me fly tying, he said, wings like this in general, if you cut them, it's gonna fish better. And he was one of Iceland's really most talented fly designers and fly tyers, and when he tells you something like this, you have to kind of listen to that. It would be the same if Maradona would tell you about football. You cannot really argue with him about football. Then we've done our whip finish, and next step is just to place a head cement on the fly. I'm actually using like an UV resin. It's a bone cure or bone dry from Solaris. I like that because it's like it's nice and easy to work with, and you can just in seconds sap it with your UV torch. And the brush there is like, I love to work with the brush because the hairs on the brush, they're so fine. You can just get to any location with it and place it on. So next step and the last step of the fly is the UV cure. We'll just cure it with our UV torch and do that for 10-15 seconds or so, and the fly is ready and good to go. And yeah, it's the fly is done. I just want to say thanks for watching. Thanks to all of you for great support to our channel, and thanks for like following us and all that. Remember to like, share and subscribe if you like the video, because you have a lots of stuff coming in the new year and around to Christmas. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.